From WLWT, this is Issues.
Hello, welcome to Issues. I'm Jan-Michele Lemon Kearney of SES Communications in the Cincinnati Herald. We have so much going on today. We're going to talk about new companies, job opportunities, managing your money, just a great show. So if you've got your notebook, you might want to take some notes, if not, just listen in. First, we are going to talk to some folks from Eastern Personnel Services, and they've got lots of job opportunities, including a new contract with Great American. So we want to talk about all of that so that if you're looking for a job or you know somebody who is, you definitely want to go to Eastern Personnel. So let me introduce our Senior VP, Annette Bell, and our VP, Donna Johnson. Welcome, both of you.
Thank you
so much for coming.
Yes.
So let's talk about, because Eastern Personnel has been in business how many years?
Over 30 years.
Wow.
Matter of fact, October 1st will be 31 years old.
Oh my goodness. Yes. And that's Angelita Moreno-Jones.
Yes.
She is the president and CEO, and she looks like she's like 30 years old. Yes. So it's hard to believe she's been in business that long.
Right.
But, you know, we use Eastern Personnel as well at the Cincinnati Herald. So, I mean, you guys are great about, you know, when you need someone, you know, even an emergency, we call you up, oh, you know, we need someone for this or that, and you guys send somebody right over. I mean, it's really fantastic. But tell us more about your services.
Well, as we stated earlier, we've been in business for 30 plus years, it'll be 31 years, and we are a full service staffing firm. So we place employees with all different types of skill sets, from general laborers to doctors to engineers. So if anybody's looking for great employees, they can give us a call.
That's fantastic. And it's not just temporary. You do permanent placements too.
We do direct hires, temporaries, and temp to hires.
Okay. So can we just fast forward to this new contract, and maybe it's just renewed. I don't know if it's like totally new or not, but I know we just had an article about new jobs at Great American Ballpark, and given that baseball season is here and people are looking for that, what kinds of opportunities are those? Because you guys have a lot of openings.
Yes.
Yeah.
For the Great American Ballpark, pretty much what we're in charge of is cleaning the stadium. So before the game,
and it's a huge stadium.
Correct.
Wow.
It is. It's really a high demand job. So it's for everything from cleaning the stadium before the game, during the game, and post after the game.
Wow.
Taking care of cleaning. We need dishwashers for different positions in the downtown area as well. That's really high demand for us. But just for the Great American Ballpark, more so pressure washers, blowers, janitorial. You can be in charge of cleaning peanuts off the ground, which is all very important. People don't think that it's a very important job, but it's all important just for the fans that's coming in to make sure that they have clean area to sit and enjoy the game.
Right, because at the beginning of the game, and actually during the game, things are clean. I mean, I've never been there and thought, oh, what a mess. I mean, everything always looks so good, but you see people throwing their hot dog wrappers down, and the peanuts are everywhere, beers everywhere. I mean, it's, you know, it can get to be a big mess. Right. Now, I understand you have 350 openings there is what I heard. I mean, I heard like some big number of.
So over 300 jobs, but that's combining the skilled and unskilled workers. So as Donna mentioned, you know, our power washers and our blowers, they're considered the skilled, and then those that do the trash, clean the restrooms, sanitize the suites, do the trash compactor, they consider those to be more unskilled laborers. But both positions pay over $10 an hour.
Okay, wonderful. So people can go now and apply, and tell us, how do they apply for these jobs?
We are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. We accept walk-ins. We're not turning anyone away. So if you have a resume, we ask that you just come on down with your resume, and that's all you need to be registered with us. If you do not have a resume, we do not want you to be shied away or anything like that. We still accept you. We have different forms and individuals in the office to actually help assist you with putting your resume together, and we will use that as far as finding you some placement, whether it's for the Greater American Ballpark or any of the other positions that we do have available.
That's fantastic. I know we've talked a lot in recent years and months and weeks and days about people who have a record. And there are a lot of folks who have been, they've served their time, they're out, they're ready to get back to their families, get a job. Do you also work with folks with records?
We do. We have some of our clients that are felony friendly. It just depends on, you know, the felony, but yes, we do.
Okay, so people should not say, well, I've got a felony, I can't apply. They need to come and check it out.
Right, they need to come and check. And like I said, the reason why we ask for the resumes is because we want to match their skill sets with what the client is looking for. Because we want the employee to be happy. If they're happy, then the client's happy, then we're happy.
Right.
You know,
They
we want
perform
everybody.
well on the job as well.
Right, and that's right. They'll do well on the job,
Right.
and the client will give us more job openings,
Right.
which means that more people get served.
Right.
And that's really wonderful. So now, okay, and you start to mention Great American Ballpark, but in addition to that, there are other jobs, and you have a whole list. Tell us about this list of jobs.
So, you know, we're in need of teachers, teacher assistants.
Oh, really?
They can be certified,
okay.
or they can be willing to be certified in terms of the teacher assistants. As Donna mentioned, we have dishwashers, janitors, housekeepers, trash removers, food service workers, cooks, medical assistants, clerical personnel, banquet servers in Cincinnati and in the Dayton area.
Oh, wow.
Warehouse workers.
Northern Kentucky as well.
And Northern Kentucky. Well, give us
yes.
a number to call, because I mean that you've gone through like a whole, as you would say, plethora of jobs. That's what we talked about. We've got a plethora of job openings here. So tell us a number to call for Eastern personnel.
Okay, so the number to call would be 513-421-4666.
Okay, 421-4666. There it is. Jeff has it right up on the screen. Eastern Personnel Services, or they can drop by the office, which is located
619 Central Avenue.
619 Central Avenue, easy to find. 619 Central Avenue. People can drop on in or call 513-421-4666.
Yes.
Over 300 new jobs at
Right.
Great American Ballpark, plus all this
Right.
and more.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for coming.
Thank
You'll have
you.
to come back soon.
Okay, thank you.
All right, stick with us. We'll be back in just a minute with Michael Bobo.
Welcome back. I'm Michael Bobo. Today I'm with Mr. Al Riddick, who's the president of Game Time Budgeting LLC. His book, The Uncommon Millionaire, has also recently been listed as one of the must-read books by Cincinnati authors.
That is correct. Thank you.
I'm so happy to talk to you again. I learned a lot the last time you were here. So tell everyone about your company, Game Time Budgeting LLC.
Well, yes, ma'am. Game Time Budgeting is a financial wellness firm that I started back in 2010 to help individuals learn very simple strategies that they can implement on a day-to-day basis that produce positive short and long-term results.
I like that. Simple strategies.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, when you decided to write the book, Uncommon Millionaire, what prompted that book?
Funny story, because I do a lot of speaking engagements, people would always come up to me at the end of an engagement and say, well, where can I buy your book? But at the time I hadn't written a book, so I thought, well, maybe there is something unique about my story of how my wife and I eliminated $150,000 in debt and the mindset shift that we had to go through to make money behave the way that we wanted it to.
A lot of times we don't think about how mentally we need to be aware of our finances.
That is
we
correct.
always just pay the bills and do what we need to do, go to work, pay the bills.
Exactly.
You also just recently made some changes within your company.
Yes, ma'am, I did. We actually launched our new logo as well as our new website as well. So I'm very excited about the new look that Game Time Budgeting has. And I think that it shows the evolution of the lives that we've impacted and the progress that we've had since starting the company in 2010. So very excited about that. And the new website is GameTimeBudgeting.com.
GameTimeBudgeting.com. We'll also give a link on WLWT.com for the listeners out there today.
Okay.
When we talk about being smart with our money, what are some of the things that we don't do correctly when it comes to money, for instance, when tax time comes around?
Exactly. So when we talk about tax season, you know, one thing that intrigues me about tax season is how we get so excited about this lump sum of money that shows up in the mail or automatically hits your bank account. But people don't realize that the reason you're getting this refund is because you've overpaid the government with your taxes. So when people get the refund, one of the things that I wish they would ask themselves is this: what is the most meaningful thing I can do right now with this money? Unfortunately, a lot of people may go out and purchase like a big screen television, or maybe even put down a down payment on a car that may be overpriced. But some of the smart things that you can do, if you have credit card debt, why not consider paying that off? If you don't have an emergency fund that represents 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses, why not try and start there as well? Or maybe you know that you'd like to take at least one vacation a year. You could use that as seed money so that when you go on vacation the next time and come back, you still won't have to pay for it by using the credit card.
You know what? I never thought of that. And I'm trying to plan my vacation for the summer.
Okay.
I didn't think about using my tax money. I was just gonna like go have some fun, eat a couple dinners. And
I totally understand. And one thing I always try to tell people about money is this: when you give your money purpose, direction, and an assignment, it will not misbehave, because money will only do what you tell it.
So you said purpose, direction,
and an assignment.
and an assignment.
Exactly.
So when you say assignment, what specifically, so how can I assign my money?
Okay, I would assume you probably get paid at least once every 2 weeks or once a month or something like that.
I'm trying to maintain that.
The goal is, before you actually receive the money, go ahead and give the money a plan of action. If you know that maybe you're going to get your hair done once every 2 weeks and you know how much that's going to cost, why not go ahead and write a plan out for how you want your money to behave? Most of us go to the grocery store maybe once or every 2 weeks. Go ahead and document that, because again, when you don't give your money a plan, it will act all willy-nilly, as they say, and then you may find yourself in a situation where you've run out a month, but when we're actually run out of money before you run out a month. And that's a position that none of us wants to be in.
Never. What are one or two more tips that you feel we can do to make smart money moves? You mentioned budget. Well, you mentioned a plan.
Exactly.
See, my mom always said, I have to do my budget. So I like plan better, because it seems like a specific action item that we're doing in order to make our finances better.
Exactly. If I could answer that question this way, so far as smart money moves, it actually comes down to 2 questions. One question is this: what behavior can I change today that will have the most positive impact on my financial future? Only you can answer a question like that, right?
So or, like, don't go get that coffee in the morning maybe every day?
Well, you know, we kind of refer to that as the latte factor, but if you're spending $5 every month, or excuse me, every morning for 5 days in a row, that's $25, you know?
Ooh,
by the end of a month,
100.
that's $100. By the end of a year, that's $1,200.
Oh.
You probably never looked at it that way, right?
I can get like down payment on a house or something with $1,200.
Exactly. So in addition to that, you know, ask yourself as well, what would be the #1 financial change I could make in my life right now that would make me feel the most proud? For some people, that may be paying off credit card debt. For other individuals, that may be celebrating one date night a week with your spouse. But you have to set a goal, because you need something to motivate you to make a behavioral change in your life where money is concerned. It's very easy for us to get caught in the same behaviors day after day. But if you never ask yourself, what should I be doing differently? Or if I continue these behaviors, where will that allow me to end up in life? I think you're doing yourself a disservice.
Perfect. Let people know how they can reach you so we can learn more.
Yes, ma'am. Again, the office line for Game Time Budgeting is 513-813-3275.
Okay, give it to me one more time.
It's 513-813-3275, and the website address is GameTimeBudgeting.com.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Mr. Riddick, for teaching me a little bit about what to do with my tax refund this year. I thank you for being here. We'll be right back with Miss Jan-Michele.
Welcome back. Well, I am so happy to introduce you to Troy Howell. He's president and CEO of Independent Mobility Services, and just excited to see, you know, he's in business and you've got this new business. But before we talk about Independent Mobility Services, and I want to give a shout out to Tanya Dumas, your community engagement coordinator, for bringing you on, because I'm telling you, every time I see her, she goes, you got to have Troy on, you got to have Troy on. He's got this great business and he's going to start hiring folks, so this will be great. But I want to first, let's talk about your background, because you're from Cincinnati, grew up in Avondale.
Yes, I'm from Cincinnati, you know, Cincinnatian. Grew up in Avondale, graduated from CPS. So, you know, kudos to the Cincinnati Public School.
Yes.
You know, who, you know, made a difference in my life.
Right. So now which elementary school did you go to?
I actually went to Rockdale Elementary.
Okay, me too. Woo, Rockdale.
Rockdale Elementary.
Yes, all right.
Yes.
And then high school?
High school, actually I went to Hughes High School for 2 years.
Okay.
And then my final 2 years I graduated from Withrow High.
Okay, wonderful. All right, and then you went into the Navy.
Yes, I went into the military, did 4 years, over 4 years, got out, was working full-time and going to school full-time to be an engineer.
Wow.
And maybe back 2000, I left corporate America and been on my own ever since.
And you were a welder, you're trained as a welder.
Yes, I'm a welder by trade, yes ma'am.
Okay, so you've got like a fantastic background.
Yes.
And so how did you get into Independent Mobility Services? And we should say this has only been in the past few months. It's been this year that you started, right?
Yes, so last July, you know, me and my wife talked about it. And we came up with the idea of the mobility scooters, and it was a need. This is a need that people need. And we look at being, you know, the rentals, just the temporary basis. And amongst that, we also looked into service, because nobody's actually fixing them. So we came up with the idea in July, and we actually opened our doors March of 2018.
Wow. So that was last month?
Yes,
wow.
Last month.
That is fantastic. And you're out in Woodlawn?
Yes, we're located in Woodlawn, 10389 Wayne Avenue.
Okay.
Right off of Glendale, Milford.
Okay, so tell us that address again. Also give us a phone number. Then I want to talk about what kind of services you have.
Okay, so our physical address is 10389 Wayne Avenue.
Okay, 10389
Yes,
Wayne
ma'am.
Avenue. Okay.
And our telephone number is 513-818-9157.
Okay, 818-9157.
Yes.
So people can call. Jeff has it up here on the screen. Independent Mobility Services, 513-818-9157.
Yes,
okay,
ma'am.
all right. So what do you provide with services?
Well, with our services, we have a variety of mobility scooters here. We have the Jazzy.
Tell us about this one called Jazzy. I like the name, Jazzy.
This one's created by the manufacturer Pride, and actually this mobility scooter actually passed all the FAA regulations that you could take it in the airport with you.
Oh, cool.
So you can actually go through TSA, and right now, because it's so new, the final regulations pass, I believe in March. They always say, you know, talk to the local, you know, airlines, TSA, to make sure. It's a little bit more broader when you go to LAX or New York or Miami, but, you know, they want you to call and they want you to find out a little bit more about it.
Okay, so now how heavy, Jeff is saying, like, can you pick it up and carry it? Is it light?
Yes,
Is it heavy?
Well, without the battery, it's about 50 pounds. With the battery, it's an additional 7 pounds.
Okay.
It's a lithium-ion battery, and it's only rated for about 3 hours.
Okay. So it's great. You can get through the airport,
Yes.
and, you know, does it fold up easily?
Yes, it folds up. Takes about 60 seconds to a minute and a half. Fold it up.
that
It can roll
sounds
right along
great.
with you, and put it
Okay.
in the, you know, lower compartment.
And there it is right there, Jazzy. We have it up on the screen for
Yes.
those of you watching on TV. Okay, what else do you have, Troy?
So we have variety mobility
And here's
scooters.
something right here. What is that?
That is the Jazzy Air. That was actually designed by a combat veteran. And what it is it's actually designed to raise and lower you. So if you go into bar situations, restaurant situations, they want you to be up eye level with everybody else when you go to tabletops, so you don't feel insuperior. So that's a good thing. It gives you a little bit more confidence when you're sitting there talking to somebody eye to eye, no
Right.
matter if you have a disability or not.
That's fantastic. Okay, oh, that one looks comfortable.
Okay, so what that one there is the medical chair, lift chair. It has about 11 different functions.
It looks like that one helps you get out of the chair.
Correct. It'll get you
Yeah.
almost to your feet.
That's fantastic. Sometimes, so many times people have a hard time getting up out of the chair.
Yeah, and you too.
Okay. Oh, look, these look like
So yeah, that's our. So what those are? They are the diabetic preformed therapeutic shoes.
Okay.
And they're not your normal mom and pop shoes. They're a little bit more designed. They have shoestrings. They have straps for ones who still want the straps, or they have the ones that have the shoestrings. Wow. And they actually have them. They similar to a Nike, but it's not a Nike. It's made for, you know, people who have those issues.
That is, okay, so we're going to have people come out to Independent Mobility Services. Give us the address on Wayne Avenue.
Yes, it's 10389 Wayne Avenue.
Okay.
Right off of Glendale, Milford. And our website is www.ims4u.com. That's IMSFORYOU.com.
Okay, and we'll make sure, I think Jeff has it already,
yes.
So we'll make sure that you can get it through WLWT.com.
Yes.
And your number, 513-818-9157.
Yes, ma'am, 513.
All right. Independent Mobility Services, Troy Howell, right, from Cincinnati and CPS School. So glad to have you.
Yes, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Stick with us. We'll be back in a moment with some events you won't want to miss. We've got Jen Henry with some events that you don't want to miss. Listen up.
Let's take a look. So first we have the CPS Athletic Hall of Fame induction ceremony on Thursday, April 19th at 5 p.m. at the Paul Brown Stadium. It's $40 per person. For more information, call 513-281-9870. And then we have the Home's 50th anniversary celebration. That's Thursday, April 19th at 6 p.m. at the Renaissance Cincinnati Hotel, 36 East 4th Street. Tickets are online. They're at eventbrite.com. And then we have the 2018 Leaders and Legends Award United Way's Luncheon on Friday, April 27th from 11:45 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Duke Energy Convention Center, 625 Elm Street. Tickets are $50 online at eventbrite.com for that as well. And lastly, we have the Cincinnati Herald's Bright Awards. The speaker is Olympic gold medalist Mary Weinberg. Friday, April 27th from 5 is the reception, 6 is dinner and program.
Fantastic. Yeah, Mary Weinberg also will be inducted into the Athletic Hall of Fame April 19th. We're so proud of her. And my husband's being honored at the Legends and Leaders Awards by United Way on April 27th. So a big shout out to Eric Kearney about that. But so many events. I also forgot to mention when Eastern Personnel was here that they were brought by Linda Wright of Wright Communications. We always want to thank all our PR people because they help their clients and help us, so we're always excited about that. And don't forget all those jobs. There are jobs out there, so check out those jobs, Eastern Personnel Services. You can check out the Cincinnati Herald too. So we want you to have a great week. Stay safe and stay positive.